Time to get negative. I'm going to do some lists this year, and I figured I'd get one of the more shorter and easier ones out of the way first, so I can also buy myself time to make some of the other lists, such as best projects of the year, the best songs, the best movies, stuff like that. We're going to kick it off with the most disappointing projects of 2022 first, in no particular order. Let's go. Way Too Geeked was one of my most anticipated projects of the year. 2022 was the year I really got into Can's music, so of course I was really excited for new music from him. Sadly, I found this project to be really bland, boring, and redundant. There are a couple highlights on this thing, such as the track with Lucky, Oh My God, and Richer Than Him, but outside of that I didn't get much out of Way Too Geeked. Extremely disappointing. A lot of the problems I have with Way Too Geek stand for Drip Season Forever as well. Boring flows, bland and uninspiring production. I loved Wanna and Had It as one of my favorite projects of 2020, so this was a big letdown. The one major positive I can take away from Drip Season 4 though is that it has one of my favorite songs of the year with Pussy Power. Other than that, there's not a whole lot that's redeeming about Drip Season 4. On my 2022 projects list, Drake's Honestly Nevermind sits at the very bottom. The first video I ever made was on this album when it dropped, so if you watched that, you know my feelings on this project. If not, go watch it because I probably explained my feelings on it better to when it actually dropped compared to now. I'll put it in the top right. But yeah, just to recap, this is one of the most lifeless albums of 2022. I get Drake was trying to go in a dance and house direction, trust me, I get that, but he couldn't have failed more miserably. At first, I really loved the direction this tape was going in aesthetically. On the outside, it looked like a lot of fun and extremely promising. Even the intro track was amazing and it was a great start to the project. But after that, unfortunately, D-Day falls flat on its face. The production is mind-numbingly boring, the verses are subpar, and overall, D-Day sounds like something that was thrown together in like a week. It really seems like no effort went into making this a memorable tape, and it's a shame because how do you fumble a DJ Drama cosign? I've been a fan of Snot since the SoundCloud days. Even when he first started getting mainstream with the Lyrical Lemonade music videos, I thought the music was still great and I loved the direction he seemed to be taking his sound. His project before this, Beautiful Havoc, I thought was enjoyable, but this project really put a halt to all the momentum Snot had going for himself. So many of these songs seem low effort and dull. The only highlights are the tracks with A$AP Rocky and Kevin Abstract. When the best moments on your own album are from other artists, you need to take a look in the mirror. This one really pains me to bash because I still have and always will have love for Snot, but this project was a major step back. Rina Sawayama is one of my favorite pop artists ever, so it really hurt me to listen to this album. All the uniqueness and creativity Rina had going for herself with her previous projects was thrown in the trash on Hold the Girl. Rina's Rina and Sawayama projects were massively entertaining and cutting edge, but for some bizarre reason she decided to take all that back with this new album. This might be my most disappointing project of 2022 because of that. It really pains me to have to write this because I know Rina is capable of making super creative and interesting music, but this was just extremely basic. I know for a fact Future has making groundbreaking trap music in his locker. He's done it before with projects like DS2, Monster, and 56 Nights for example. So that's why I Never Liked You was so disappointing to me. The production here is really basic compared to Future's past work, and we should hold him to a higher standard than what the level of this music is at. There are for sure some great moments on here like Wait For You, Love You Better, and Puffin' on Zooties, but those are really the only tracks I ever came back to from this project. An extreme letdown. Man, I was really looking forward to this album. If SOS does anything well, it shows us how special Control was and still is. SZA caught lightning in a bottle on that project. SOS overall just really isn't all that memorable to me. It's absent of catchy hooks and flows and interesting instrumentals. The songwriting is significantly worse than the writing on Control. One of my favorite songs of the year is on this album with Ghost in the Machine with Phoebe Bridgers, but outside of that track and Kill Bill, I won't be returning to any of the other material on here. Her Loss is unique compared to the other projects on here because I actually like it. It's by far my favorite project on this list. It isn't anything crazy or groundbreaking, but it's still enjoyable, and that's all that really matters. The reason Her Loss finds itself on this list is because it doesn't feel like a collab album. It sounds like a Drake album with a few 21 Savage features. I wish 21 was on it more. I wish they traded bars more on here. Her Loss had the groundwork to be a memorable collab project, but it's sadly plagued by the absence of more meaningful 21 contributions. So yeah, that'll wrap things up. Go in the comment section, tell me if you agree or disagree with me. What problems do you have with my list? Did you like my list? I'm gonna have more lists coming out soon in the coming days and weeks, so be ready for that. Subscribe, stick around, leave a like, and until next time, I'll see you soon. All of my own, do it just solo. You can come